Yeah, totally. So the time is gonna start when my crosshairs show up. It's not. I can't exactly do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, but I'll lead you into it. So yeah, let's get started.
Sounds like a plan.
So time is gonna start. Now. All right, so Portal 1. I've got about a minute before this door opens up, so I'm going to explain some of the glitches that I'm going to be using. The two main ones, one for movement called ABH, or Accelerated Back Hopping. So when Valve tried to get rid of bunny hopping, they decided to give you negative momentum as you're jumping forward. It kind of pushes you backwards. So we just go backwards, and we can gain a ridiculous amount of speed using that. You'll see what I mean once I start using it. And then another one is edge glitch and save glitch, where you go up against a portal and it dislocates what you see and where your portals go. It's really complicated, but it'll make more sense as we go on. But it allows me to shoot portals very much where I'm not supposed to, and get to places very quickly. So we're gonna get started. So this is ABH. That was a bad one, but it'll get better, I promise. And this is I think it's called a button glitch. I'm not sure if that's the official name for it, but I'm basically save loading and quick saving and quick loading on the button, and it kind of just thinks I'm still on it as I slowly move away from it. It's a source game, so quick saves and quick loads are a staple for the speedrun. It's used so much I actually have 3 buttons that are bound to save glitch and save load. 3 different ways. So we're going to do another one. And if you tap to the tune of Toxic by Britney Spears, you'll get it every time. Alright, so that's the first 0 and chamber 1 done. So we're coming up into chamber 2 when we're actually going to get our portal gun. So we start with just the blue portal, and we can do a couple little shenanigans, and then once we get our orange one, then it really starts to get going.
You're doing very
so now we have a little bit of time before this door opens up. So I guess I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone working on this. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything you've done. I know Stryzer's been a huge part of the Nova Scotian speedrunning community and speedrunning community at large for a long time, and this is just a great event to be part of. So I'm just going to line myself up here a little bit. Get the portal gun, got cut on the edge a little bit. So now we have the portal gun, and now
the Aperture Science handheld portal device.
Missed a little bit.
With it,
there we go.
Create your own portals.
Oh, that
These
actually didn't work.
interdimensional gates have proven to be completely safe.
There we go. So that's a
The
save
device,
glitch.
however, has not.
So now I'm gonna line myself up, so didn't actually shoot there because the portal's actually looking at a different spot. The portal gun's looking at a different spot, rather. And if you were paying attention, I actually went into the elevator for 2 and went right back out because 2 and 3 are located on the same map. I'm actually at the end of 3. I managed to shoot my portal into the 3rd chamber and get all the way up here. So now this is going to show off another little property of save glitching, which is collision. Whoops. So now that door does not exist. So basically, based on when you save glitch, based on where you are in relation to the portal, a certain collision does exist and doesn't exist. It gets kind of complicated, but all you need to know is I shoot there, and I go through the door.
As part of
No
a
puzzle
required
needed.
test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not
And you can
monitor
actually
this chamber was an outright
Get a portal past the
fabrication.
fizzler there.
Good job. As part of a required test protocol,
And there's
we will
an
stop
elevator between
enhancing
each
the truth in
each
3,
chamber,
2,
which gives you a little moment to kind of calm down and gather your thoughts between each one. Each one's about 9 seconds. Some of them are longer. And these next couple of chambers, they're largely glitchless. Just sort of creative ways of
Safety is
beating
one
them.
of many enrichment center goals.
So you just do
The
a
aperture
slightly
science
precise
high-energy
airstrafe there, and you can
pellet
get
seen
past
to
the entire
left
puzzle.
of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
Now this next one is probably my least favorite chamber. A kind of a precise shot as you're jumping through the air.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment.
Yeah.
However,
There we
alarms
go.
and flashing
And you're actually
hazard
going so
lights
fast you can
have
just
been
clip
found
right
to
through the
agitate a
elevator door.
high-energy pellet and have therefore been
And one thing I
disabled
decided I'm
for
going to give
safety.
myself a little donation challenge. At the end, when I fight the GLaDOS, for every core that I miss going into the incinerator, I'm going to donate $20. And I've actually been pretty bad at that lately, so we'll see how much I end up donating. And this chamber has like a little ledge for some crazy reason, maybe just a little oversight of the level designer. And you know, it's almost so perfect, it feels intentional. This is probably the hardest easy chamber. You can lose a lot of time, so we just put one, kind of straddle the door with a portal, and you can go through one end and out the other. And then we're done. So the next chamber, chamber 10, it's used to teach you about the fling mechanic, but again with a couple glitches and some precise portal placement, we can actually skip a bunch of the flings.
Hello again. To reiterate,
So I'm gonna do AFH, which you need a certain amount of speed to start. Line myself up, drop down. So that skips about 2 or 3 flings. I can't remember. I haven't done a glitchless in a while, so I'm not 100% sure. But the second part skips 1 fling, and the first part skips 1, maybe 2. So now we're about to get the orange portal after a precise jump. Got it. Awesome. So now we got the orange portal. So now real shenanigans can start happening. Oh god. Oh no.
So that it can now
Panic there. All right. So we do a little portal peek. So this is called the softwall save glitch. So now it's going to look like I'm just shooting at random places, but this is not what my portal gun actually sees. And now we're at the end. And again, like Chamber 2, Chamber 11 and 12 are combined. So not only did I finish Chamber 11, but I've actually finished Chamber 12. So now we're going into Chamber 13, which feels like RNG sometimes.
Now that you are in control of both
So do another
portals,
save glitch.
this
I've got a little
next test
setup
could
here
take
that
a
makes it a
very,
little bit more
very
consistent.
long time.
Did I
If
get
you
it? We'll
become
see.
lightheaded-
I didn't.
If you
There we go.
become lightheaded from thirst,
Yeah.
feel free
So the way
to
it works,
pass
I go
out.
up against the
An
blue
intubation
portal,
associate will be dispatched
but
to revive
where
you with
my
peptic
portal
salve
gun is
and
looking is
adrenaline.
actually going out of my orange portal, and when I
As part
save
of
and
a
load,
previously mentioned
as I move
required
around,
test protocol,
my
we-
camera around the orange portal will move as well. I was actually in a bad position there. There we go, and
All
that
subjects
again,
intending to handle
just an
high-energy
oversight
gamma
of
leaking
the
portal technology
designers.
must be informed that they may be informed of
Completely
applicable
glitchless. Try it
regulatory
yourself at home.
compliance
Super
issues.
fun.
No further
This next
compliance
chamber, however,
information
has
is
a
required
very
or
long
will be
save
provided.
glitch that is one of my favorite portals, or one of my favorite
The
chambers.
Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all
So
participants.
save glitch here.
Cake
Boop
and
that,
counseling
ding
will
that,
be available at
ding.
the conclusion of the test.
Put that
Thank you
over
for
there.
helping
Back up a
us help
little.
you help us all.
That one's a little precise. This one's very precise. Got it. Oh wow! That was unfortunate. Oh, and I made it. Okay, good. There we go. So now this next chamber, 16, we're going to get the first instance of a portal bump. You push a portal through a wall because of where the other portal is. So now we're through the other side. Don't have to wait for the door. Another save glitch. This is probably the easiest save glitch in the game.
It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment
Oops.
Center apologizes for the
See, I say it's the easiest save glitch in the game, and then I mess it up. So let's try that again. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen.
Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
All right, so this next one is one of the longer chambers in the game. Not much to it. There's a way to skip a large portion of it, but it's extremely difficult. I'm working on implementing it into runs now, but it's very hard.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
Actually, wait for the pellet.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment
So
center
it skips like all of
superstition,
this.
perceiving inanimate objects as
Nice long
alive,
ABH.
and
So you can see kind of how quickly you get a ton of
Center
speed.
reminds you that the weighted companion cube
Another
will
portal
never
bomb.
threaten to stab you
Eh.
and, in
Come on.
fact, cannot speak.
There we go.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record.
I'm in there.
Congratulations.
All right, so this next chamber, it's kind of what I like to think of the last like regular chamber. It's the last one with an elevator, and then we get into the escape sequence. And we're just going to do
The
another save
experiment
glitch.
is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked,
And
and
bing
then
that.
there will be cake.
Along that. Boop. This one's a little precise. Back up so I can see what I'm doing. Little hop. Boop. Cancel the save glitch. And
Well
there
done.
we are. And
Be
you can kind of get a
advised that the
sense
next
of
test requires
the amount of
exposure
distance
to
that we can skip with
uninsulated
those save
electrical parts
glitches.
That may be dangerous under certain conditions.
Now we just gotta wait
For
for
more information,
Gladys's
please attend an Enrichment Center
dialogue to go
electrical
through.
safety seminar.
Now there's no, the door actually doesn't exist at the start of this one, so you can actually just go right through it. Boop. Line myself up. This is called a large angle glitch.
You will drop the device in the equipment recovery and Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be
This one
empty
here.
before any cake.
Line myself up a little bit. This is the hardest glitch in the game. Yeah, I actually knew that wasn't gonna work. It's so easy just to lose like a minute here. There we go. That wasn't too bad. So now we're in the escape sequence proper. Our environment's a lot different, but our strats will not be. So we're gonna do a save glitch here. Boop. Bing. These ones are actually way more precise than they look. There we go. So I want to get up in that corner there. Give myself a good angle. There we go. That shot as you're going down is probably the most precise in the game. Open up that. This one's really precise too. Luckily, there's a line I can use as a visual reference.
You know that's right.
Another one
Good
there.
people, don't end up here.
And I'm just gonna use some of the landmarks here as visual references. There we go, and now we are in the last level of the game. I want to get right in that corner there. Whoops. Went down a little too far. Perfect. Nope. Not perfect. I need to be able to shoot a portal on that thing at the end. And if I go in at the wrong angle, it won't let me. Come on. Nope. There we go. I didn't like that angle. Go now. Leave this turret. So now we're at the final boss. So time will be coming up in a second. So I'll let you
Maybe you
know.
could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't
We'll see how many
going to
cores I
happen. You
miss.
chose this path. Now I
I'm gonna
have
do
a
an
surprise
edge
for
glitch
you.
to try and get the cores right into the incinerator, and depending on how many of
Four.
those miss.
Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen.
So here's
Do
the
you
edge
see that thing
glitch.
that fell out of me?
Alright.
What is that? It's not the surprise.
And that's 2, so that's $80, and time is gonna come up. Time. Or sorry, $40. That's $40. And that is Portal 1. It goes by pretty quick. Yeah, so I guess I want to thank Game Over Cancer for this. This was awesome. This was super fun. Yeah, I just feel really honored to be here and to help support such a great cause with some great people. It means a lot to me.